Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to review set number 75279, the LEGO Star Wars Advent Calendar. This set retails for $40 and includes 311 pieces. So, yeah, let's just get into there. Up here I have there is the X-Wing, and I really like this. It's very nicely done. You have a little cockpit here, and I would assume that's like an asteroid or something in the back of it, so it's done very nicely. It's in white and gray, and actually some dark gray, so it's light gray and dark gray and white. They did a very good job, and the wings can actually go into, open up and close, which is very nice. It's just on this little piece here, so it's very nice. You can open and close it, go into attack position or landing position. So yeah, it's obviously a small build, so it doesn't have really any functions. But yeah, that's about it, so let's move on to the next one. Alright, so up next, I'm going to show you Poe Dameron. And first off, I just want to say that he's the only minifig here, apart from the droids, who doesn't have, like, printing. So, I guess it's a bit of a downfall, but I guess it's meant to be just brown pants. But, he still looks very nice. Obviously, it's the normal Poe head and face. And actually, he does have two faces. He has this happy face and a serious face. And, he comes with on his torso, he has a sweatshirt, and it's in this like greenish color, and there's all sorts of, it's like a pattern on there, and it looks very nice. But it actually comes with a blaster and a coffee cup or coffee mug. So yeah, that's about it for Poe, and let's move on. Alright, so up next we have this very funny and cute looking Gong Droid. He comes with a carrot nose, obviously because he's meant to look like a snowman. And he has Styx's arms, which looks kind of ridiculous, but whatever. And he comes with a little top hat, which looks kind of cute, I guess. It's just held on by a little stud there, so you don't have to worry about that falling off. And obviously, it's not any different, I think, than any other Gong Droid. It's just in a very ridiculous looking color. It's like a light blue or a pink and white. So it's kind of like a Christmassy color, I guess. And obviously his legs are just regular legs. It's just big brick built. But yeah, there's not too much to say about this guy, so let's move on. Alright, then this next build is the Lucra Hall class droid control ship. This is basically a ship that the Trade Federation used in Episode 1, and actually during Clone Wars 2, but you mostly see the ship in Episode 1. But this build, I've been wanting LEGO to make a build of this for so long, and I actually really hope this means that maybe in, I don't know, 5 years, 10 years, hopefully sooner than that, we'll get a build of this set, like a real minifigure scale, or maybe even a UCS of this, but like, I don't think that'll happen, but it'd be really cool if you get a set like this, and I really hope they make a set like this, because I've wanted one for years. But let's talk about the build. So yeah, it's a very nice build. You got a little dark blue, I think, on the sides. And on the back, you actually have a little bit of thrust. But it's a mini build, so it's not much to it. So let's go on to the next one. Alright, this next build is probably one of my favorite builds from from the Advent Calendar. And this is obviously the Awing. And it's very nicely built. You have a little cockpit up front there. And you have twin blasters or guns on the sides there. They're very nicely built. And on the back, you actually have some thrust. And this set is actually, I think it's actually exactly the same as the 2019 one. Next build here is a shield generator from Hoth from Episode 5. And the crazy thing is, this is more accurate than the UCS model of the shield generator, which is kind of funny since this is a mini build and that was a UCS. So I think you got the hint that they got it totally wrong there, and we hate them for that. I still love LEGO though. But here they actually got it right, which is very nice to see. There's not much to say, so let's move on to the next one. The next minifigure in this in the Advent Calendar is this Stormtrooper, and he's obviously the newer version of the Stormtrooper. He has the new dual-molded head. As you can see, it's black on there, and white outside here. And I have to say, I don't love it, but I don't hate these Stormtroopers. I kind of got a mixed feeling about it. They look a lot like the Family Guy version, but I can't say too. I mean, I do wish they stayed with the older version, but whatever. But apart from that, it's, you know, the regular Stormtrooper, no sweatshirt, no nothing, no mug. So it's basically just, you know, the regular Stormtrooper with, you know, leg printing and torso printing, and obviously no arm printing and some back printing. So not much to say about it. So let's move on to the next one. Now this next one here, I've actually got a mixed feeling about. Now this is the tauntaun from episode 5 on Hoth, and I don't know. I mean, I can't really decide if I like it, if I don't like it. So like, I got a mixed feeling about it. Kind of like the Stormtrooper. I don't know. It's not my favorite build here. You have like a red thing here for the, or a brown, I can't tell. For the face, yeah, it's red. Then you got little horns on the sides, and you got a little clip here for the hands. So it's kind of nice, I guess, but it's not my favorite. Alright, this minifig is, I honestly don't know why they put him in here. He's, it's a bit of a throw-in. He's Farm Boy Luke, and I would assume everyone has at least 2 or 3 of them, because he came in about every single set from the past, I don't know, 5 years. So yeah, he's a very common minifig, nothing new. He comes with binoculars. He has 2 faces. Yes, this face, the other face, nothing new, no sweatshirt or anything. So let's just move on to the next one. Alright, so back to the builds. Here we have the very nicely done mini Snowspeeder, and I like it. It's very, very nicely done. Obviously, you have the cockpit in the front there, and then you have, I guess this would be like the blasters or something on the sides. I can't really tell. And then you obviously have the tow cable at the back there. It's a very nice build. You got a bit of orange, you got a bit of white. You actually got a bit of black on the back, which I don't know why it's there really, but I guess it's a bit accurate. So yeah, it's a small build. It's a very nice build, but I don't have much to say about it. Our next build is the Republic Frigate. And I have to say, I really, really like the build. And I really hope they remake this set. Because we got one, I think in 2011, maybe it was. And it was really, really nice, but I really hope we get another one, because it was a great set. And now speaking about the build, obviously it looks basically exactly like the Frigate, just mini. And it's very nice. You get, you know, 3 little engines at the back, a little radar dish, I guess you could say. But yeah, not much else to say about it, apart from the fact that I hope LEGO makes this set again. But yeah, that's about it. So let's move on to the next build. Now our next build is one that I kind of wish they didn't stick in here. Like, I wish we got a different build, but it's still kind of nice. So this is the Anakin Pod Racer from episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And it's very nice. You know, although I do have to say it's very accurate, I think. So yeah, not much to say about it, apart from the fact that I wish we did get a different build. Now this next build is actually one that I feel really strongly about them including. Now this is a pit droid from episode 1, and I don't think we've seen this since, I think, 1999 or the early 2000s, and I'm really, really happy about them adding it. I'm like, we just don't have them, and I think he looks really, really good. So yeah, he has like a little face there, and you know, he has a little hat, I guess you could call it, little arms, but not much. So let's move on. Alright, now here we have another minifig, and this one I don't really care too much about. It's just another battle droid, and I would assume most people have like hundreds of these, because you know, it's a battle droid. I think it's a nice inclusion. It doesn't really go in hand with anything, but you know, it's a battle droid, nothing else. Alright, now this next build I really, really like. It's the TIE Dagger from episode 9, and it looks really, really nice. I don't know who did this, but like, it's very, very nicely done. You have some red thrust in the back, which looks great, and obviously the little cockpit for the it would be a minifig, but it's kind of small for a minifig. But yeah, I think they did a great job on this. It looks great. And, yeah, let's move on. Okay, so this minifig is, I think he's meant to be like the Santa of the set. Like, usually in Advent colors, there's, you know, the white character, the one with the Santa hat, and Santa clothes. So I think this is meant to be like the Santa minifig. And this is basically Santa Dio. He's basically just a Dio on a 2x2 round plate, with a Christmas hat, which is actually just attached by a stud onto the back of his head. So it's Dio, you know, he comes with a couple other sets. And this is actually the second, yeah, it's like the second cheapest set you can get him in, I think. Yeah, something like that. So it's nice to get him in a little cheaper set. But, so this build is the Razor Crest. And I really like that they added this because we recently just got a playset Razor Crest, which is a great set. And now it's in the Advent calendar, although it is mini, but it's still a Razor Crest. So it looks great. It's really, really nicely done. You have the two guns in the middle. You have the cockpit here. And, you know, you have the engine on the side. And it's very, very nicely done. And I do kind of wish that if we got this in the Advent calendar that we would also get a Baby Yoda. But I guess my hopes are too high. So yeah, let's put it for the Razor Crest. And I really like that they added this. But it's good. Alright, so here we have the Millennium Falcon. And I really like what they did with, like, how they built this. You have the little cockpit on the side there, and the radar dish, the round one, actually. So it's not the one from 7. It's probably the one from 9, because this came out, like, basically a year after 9, so I'd assume it's for 9. And they did really, really nicely. On the back, you actually have some blue thrust, which looks great. But yeah, this is a great little build, but not much to say about it. Last build, there's one more after this. And this is the Moisture Farm, or, as most people would probably recognize it, Luke's house from Episode 4, or the Skywalker house, I should say. And it's very, very nicely built. I really like the design of it, and I really hope we get an Ultimate Collector Series of this. It'll just be, you know, so classic, you know, we get, like, Luke and Beru and, you know, everything. So it would be, like, a great set. Obviously, you know, you would get another form by Luke. But, whatever, like, I think they did this really, really nicely. And, yeah, let's move on to the last build. Alright, for this last build, it's probably actually my favorite build. And this is Darth Vader's castle, if you haven't figured that out yet. And it's kind of actually two different builds. You get a little, let's see if I can get it off. Hold on. You get a little, let's see if I don't destroy it. A mini TIE fighter, which looks really, really nice. Just binocular pieces with clips. Just done very nicely. I like it. And then for Darth Vader's castle, it looks amazing. You get some lava on the floor there. And over there. And then you have some rocks and some like stone. And it's just built very, very nicely. I really, really like it. And obviously it's inspired by the build. The playset version of this. And yeah, this actually goes hand in hand with the Darth Vader that I'll show you in a minute. So yeah, let's move on to Darth Vader. Alright, up next we have Darth Vader, and as I said before, he goes hand in hand with the, Darth Vader's castle. But yeah, apart from that, he's obviously just Darth Vader, with a red lightsaber and a helmet, but oh, there's something different. He comes with an ugly sweater. It's actually ugly. It's kind of cute. I really like it. There's a little Death Star in the middle there, you can see. And, obviously, you know, the helmet, under the helmet, it's just a regular Darth Vader face. It's nothing new. I do maybe wish that we maybe got a, like a red helmet or something, but, in other Advent calendars, it's been, black, so I guess red was not expected. Like, we wouldn't have gotten it. And then on the back, yes, some useless back printing because it's covered by this. Actually, it's harder than, normal capes, which is a little weird. Maybe Lego's doing something. But, you know, you just have some more detailing for the sweatshirt. Yeah, I don't know what Lego's doing with the cape. It's a little weird. I like the softer ones. But yeah, that's about it for Darth Vader. So let's get into the next one. And before we go on to our last minifig, this actually comes with a Porg. And it's just a Porg, but it just looks so cute. The little face, you know, it's not anything new about it. It's just a cute little Porg, which I think is very nice add-in. But yeah, it's the Porg. Alright, so here we have the last minifig and the last build. It's like the last of the last here. So this is the Sith Trooper, and obviously he looks really, really great. And this is now the third set that you can get him in. You can get him in Kylo Ren's shuttle, the battle pack, and now in the sets. So this is actually not the cheapest that you can get him in, although it is the only set that he comes with a blaster in it and not a stud shooter, which is kind of nice. So if you want another Sith Trooper, this is the set to get him in. Unless, of course, you can get the battle pack. It's much better, cheaper. But yeah, it's just the regular one. Not much difference. You know, he has torso printing, back printing, very nicely done. Obviously, he also has a clone face, so that's about it. Yeah, so if you liked the video, please consider liking and subscribing, and see you next time. Peace out.